Caitlin Clark is officially out for the remainder of the season.
And Caitlin Clark has been ruled out for the rest of the WNBA season.
She is not going to be playing for the rest of the season.
But I will not be returning to play this season.
Caitlin Clark released a statement saying this: I had hoped to share a better update, but I will not be returning to play this season.
Caitlin Clark officially done for the 2025 WNBA season.
Just minutes ago, Caitlin Clark has made a shocking announcement. The superstar guard is officially out for the rest of the season.
Caitlin Clark said, I hope to share a better update, but I will not be returning to play this season.
Caitlin Clark herself confirmed the heartbreaking news, saying she hoped to share a better update, but will not be returning to play this season.
I spend hours in the gym every day with the singular goal of getting back there. Disappointed isn't a big enough word to describe how I am feeling.
She explained how she spent hours daily in the gym trying to make a comeback, thanked the fans for their constant support, and expressed pride in how her team grew stronger through adversity.
I want to thank everyone who had my back through all the uncertainty. This has been incredibly frustrating, but even in the bad, there is good.
Clark admitted that disappointment isn't even a strong enough word for how she feels about missing the rest of the season.
I am so proud of how this team has only gotten stronger through adversity this year. Now it's time to close out the season and claim our spot in the playoffs.
She emphasized that she worked endlessly to get back on the court, but now has to accept that her 2025 season is officially over.
You know, this has been a tough season for the Fever. It's been a really tough season for the Fever. So many injuries, and this was kind of the last bit of hope. You know, getting to see her at games, getting to see that there was some practice.
In her statement, Caitlin Clark said she will not be playing again this season.
This has been incredibly frustrating. The way the fans continue to show up for me and for the Fever brought me so much joy.
She highlighted how frustrating the recovery process has been, but also how grateful she is for the fans who continue to support her and the Fever despite her absence.
I spend hours in the gym every day with the singular goal of getting back there. ESPN also confirmed she suffered a bone bruise in her left ankle during a workout.
On Twitter, Clark wrote she will not return this year after spending countless hours working toward recovery.
But anyways, again, I truly hope that, obviously you don't want anybody to be injured. Of course, I've always said that. I kept that whole mentality. You don't want any of the players to be injured because we need a good, strong players.
She admitted her disappointment, but also praised the loyalty of fans and the strength her teammates have shown while she was sidelined.
Now it's time to close out the season and claim our spot in the playoffs.
Caitlin Clark's official message was clear. She will not be coming back this season, even if the Fever make the playoffs.
The Fever and Clark saying that she tried to get back on the floor. It appears that she just ran out of time. As the season wraps up,
Clark again reiterated her feelings, saying she hoped for better news but will not be returning.
We heard earlier today, Stephanie White, the Indiana Fever brass, Caitlin Clark, I'm assuming her team, her training team, her medical staff, people close to her, sat down to discuss Caitlin Clark's future.
She described how she poured her energy into rehab but had to accept reality, focusing now on supporting her team from the sidelines.
Caitlin has worked so hard throughout this time, doing everything possible to recover and return to the court, but ultimately time is not on our side.
She shared her gratitude for the fans and pride in her team, making it clear this season is over for her, but her fight to come back stronger has already begun.
The Indiana Fever also had an article where they quoted, Caitlin has worked so hard throughout this time, doing everything possible to recover.
The Indiana Fever released a statement through GM Amber Cox, saying Caitlin had worked tirelessly to recover, but time simply wasn't on their side.
Her long-term health and well-being remains top priority. We are looking forward to having her back to full strength to start the 2026 season.
The Fever stressed they look forward to having her back fully healthy to begin the 2026 campaign.
So for Caitlin Clark to say, her left groin injury is just so severe that she is out for the rest of the season, I swore up and down that we would see her be able to actually participate in the playoffs.
Clark acknowledged the fans' loyalty, while the Fever organization urged the team to lock in for the playoffs without her.
Let's look at the Indiana Fever announcement. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark ruled out for the remainder of the 2025 season.
The Fever's official announcement described Clark's injury history this year, including a groin setback and a bone bruise.
Her long-term health and well-being remains our top priority. We are looking forward to having her back at full strength to start the 2026 season.
General Manager Amber Cox summarized the organization's stance. Caitlin's recovery was always the priority, but the season's timeline left no chance for a return. Their focus remains on ensuring she comes back stronger for the 2026 season.
Clark, a two-time All-Star and the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, has been sidelined suffering a right groin injury during the Fever's 87-77 win.
They admitted there was not enough time for her to return safely, repeating that her long-term health outweighed any short-term playoff push.
And unfortunately, of course, like what she just said, she thanked her fans. Of course, they're very loyal. Shout out to the Indiana Fever fans. Shout out to the Caitlin Clark fans. Again, like she said, that love and that support that y'all have given her.
Even though the disappointment was heavy, the focus shifted to closing out the season strong, despite the absence of their star guard.
Caitlin has worked so hard throughout this time, turned to the court, but ultimately time is not on our side, said Indiana Fever COO and GM Amber Cox.
They emphasized her long-term health is the top priority and expressed confidence she will return at full strength in 2026.
Fever Chief Operating Officer and General Manager Amber Cox said in a statement, "While we would continue working with Caitlin and provide her with every resource we have available, there's not enough time in our season."
In another statement, Amber Cox again confirmed that while Clark did everything possible to get back, there was not enough time left for her to safely return this season.
Reality is, this is probably the best thing for Caitlin Clark. If we're being honest and we're thinking long term, and she cares more than the fans do, I want to be honest, because it's her career and her livelihood and legacy.
The news brought frustration for fans, with many feeling misled by the Fever's unclear updates. Still, the reality is that shutting Clark down was the best decision to protect her career and ensure she could return completely healthy in the future.
I don't know, man. This sucks. This absolutely sucks. This is this is in the middle of an NFL game, and this is the hottest topic on the internet right now.
Fans were left devastated, knowing they only got to see Caitlin Clark play 13 games this season. Many felt robbed of the excitement and energy she brings to the game, calling the year a complete disaster for both Clark and the Fever.
Heartbreaks, thanks for the update. I know you want to be on the court more than we want you to be on the court. We will wait for you to come back next year.
Supporters quickly shared their heartbreak online, saying they know she wanted to be on the court even more than they wanted her there. Messages poured in thanking her for the memories and promising to wait for her comeback next year.
It has to be soul crushing. It has to be soul crushing to be tempted or to be close, just close enough, right? Maybe you make it back for the playoffs, whatever.
For Clark, the injury was soul crushing, as she was always tempted by the chance she might return.
Like last season, I feel like not only did the Minnesota Lynx get cheated, but we as fans got cheated when the New York Liberty pretty much, the refs literally just gave the championship title over to the New York Liberty.
The disappointment extended beyond the Fever, with many saying this hurts the league as a whole.
Looks like I can sell the rest of my season tickets. Not surprised, I feel like there's more going on than just a groin injury.
Season ticket holders expressed anger, saying they felt lied to for weeks about her status.
Not surprising at this point, but still incredibly disappointing.
Analysts described the news as a gut punch, saying it sucked the energy out of fans and the league.
But in the end, I think we all kind of felt that this was going to be the outcome. I know that there is going to be a group of fans, and I think it's super valid for you if you feel like you were misled or you feel like your hopes got...
Fans felt equally crushed, hoping for a fairy tale comeback in the playoffs that never came, leaving frustration and sadness across the WNBA community.
Caitlin Clark ain't getting traded nowhere. She just said, I'm out for the rest of the season. Yeah, but y'all heard what she said. She said, it's time to close out our spot and turn up for this playoff season. Okay,
Clark's absence means lower ratings and ticket sales, and fans admitted the WNBA season feels darker and less exciting without her presence on the court.
This is sad. Surprise, surprise. Wow, invested in the future statement right there. Not worth it for this season. Bold, but the correct decision.
Many admitted they had been holding on to hope for her return, only to face the painful reality that the Fever's star would not be playing again this year.
And the playoffs are likely about to begin for Indiana. I mean, it's a gut punch that basically encompasses an entire season of them.
The WNBA had built anticipation around Clark's second year, and her sudden season-ending announcement left a huge void for the Fever and basketball fans everywhere.
Prayers up to Caitlin Clark. Get well, get healthy, take care of yourself.
Thanks for everything, Caitlin. Sorry about how the year turned out.
It's unfortunate, but I do hope that her recovery goes smooth and we get to see her as soon as possible.
But now we are left with a really, really tough situation.
LeBron James, minor setback for a major comeback. Rest up, get healthy, and be you.
Prayers up to Caitlin Clark. Get well, go get healthy, take care of yourself. I believe it'll only make you stronger going forward. Yeah, I mean, tough news. Let me know down in the comments how you're taking this news. We'll talk the game and we'll talk about this. See you next time. And as always, take it easy. LeBron James said, minor setback for a major comeback. Rest up, get healthy, and be you. Caitlin Clark's season may be over, but her comeback story is just beginning. Don't miss it. Like, subscribe, and share for all updates.